Hello, this is Chris, and it is that time again, folks. I am back with a brand new reaction video, and as you can see from the title, this is another one from Michael Bay's Transformers. This is Transformers The Last Night International trailer. I've been told that this trailer shows a lot more in terms of what's going on with the plot and maybe some characterization as well, which, you know, would be a welcome change in this series if we were to get characterization for a change. What can I say about these films that I haven't already said? I feel like I'm a broken record at this point with these films because I've done trailer reactions for all of the previous trailers that have come out for this film. Those will be linked in the description down below, by the way. I hate Michael Bay's Transformers. I grew up with the cartoon series, the Generation 1 cartoon series, and I've said this before, the cartoon series isn't great, it's not high art, it's not Shakespeare, but it had a charm to it. It was a complete product of the 80s, complete product of the time. And, you know, I still go back every now and then and watch a couple of episodes or a couple of, like, two-parter episodes here and there because it's just good fun. It's just good 80s cheese. Even the 80s movie as well. It's complete cheese, but it has that charm to it. And it has probably one of the best soundtracks to any movie I've ever heard in my life. The Vince DiCola score and Stan Bush and all the other rock bands that provided songs for that soundtrack. It's amazing. It's an absolute go-to if you like 80s music. And then we get to Michael Bay's Transformers, and I just feel like he's missed the point entirely of what the Transformers franchise was. He's very showy with the special effects, but he neglects character. And even the Transformers themselves. The film's called Transformers. They're very much supporting characters in their own movie. They're always in the background and they don't have much stake in the story itself. It's always focused on the humans. And even the Transformers themselves, outside of Bumblebee, who doesn't have a voice, who doesn't have any kind of character really, and Optimus Prime, you know, you've pretty much got no one. They're either really annoying or really irritating comic relief, or even in the case of Revenge of the Fallen, just straight up racist. Like, these are not Transformers I enjoy watching. And we're on the fifth one now, guys, and these films haven't changed. They're basically the same cookie cutter film through each of these installments. You have historical intrigue that the Transformers are somehow linked to. Fast forward to present day, where something's brought up which links it to that past historic event, and we have all-out action scene in a city or a desert somewhere. That's pretty much how all these movies go. And this movie doesn't look like it's going to be any different. You've got the whole thing with, like, the Knights of the Round Table thing going on. I've heard rumours that it's also going to flash back to World War II with Winston Churchill. So, who knows? Maybe Megatron had some affiliation with the Nazis. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out when we eventually see this movie. But I haven't been won over on any of these trailers. The one area I'm intrigued by, and I know that the film's not going to pay it off at all because I've been fooled by every single one of these Transformers with the trailers, is that they're referring to Cybertron's destruction from Dark of the Moon. That was a huge plot point. That was a huge cataclysmic event to the Transformers characters, or at least it should have been, and it was just kind of turned a blind eye to. None of them seemed to care. I mean, that was their one stake in the story. They wanted to restore life to their planet. Optimus Prime and Bumblebee kind of led to Cybertron's implosion, and it's actually been referred to in this, and apparently Optimus Prime's been very cut up about it, although we've never heard him refer to Cybertron after the events of the third movie. So nevertheless, with all that being said, we're going to watch the trailer together now. I'm going to talk much more about it afterwards. But 5 movies in, I think we all know what we're getting in for with this one. So I'm going to click play now.
It's like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade out here, Jimmy J! You hired me from a want ad. Think that comes with a superpower? Grimlock,
here we go.
Right now.
Can't we just focus on Grimlock and, like, give him a voice and a personality? I feel like I should have, like, a bottle of vodka here or something.
I'm just gonna hotwire this bitch.
You are needed, sir. Urgently.
You want to know, don't you, why they keep coming here?
So we could make money and make more of these movies.
Is this a kidnapping or her first Transformer experience?
It's both, really. 1,000 years. We've kept it hidden. The secret history of Transformers.
I mean, it kind of looks like Michael Bay could do an absolute mean medieval movie if he wanted to. I mean, those shots look pretty cool, but...
We must unlock the past.
Might be interesting seeing Optimus Prime as a bad guy, although he works better when he's the main hero.
man.
What are you doing?
Dying.
It was a beanbag.
It was a
Fuck's
beanbag. I
sake.
felt it go through me.
Two worlds
Guys, I'm gonna
collide.
need help getting
Only
through this
one
movie.
survives.
I want to stay, and I want to fight them.
What was that?
That was a mistake.
Yeah, of course he gets back together. They're never gonna kill Bumblebee off, especially with a spin-off coming out. Well, that's just completely just ruined the stakes for the Transformers films, if apparently they can't die now, and they can, you know, weld themselves back together like the fucking T-1000 from T2. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this movie looks like absolute trash. It looks exactly like the previous ones. Actually, I will kind of defend the first Michael Bay movie. I mean, for what it's worth, it's still exactly the same. It's dumb popcorn entertainment. But the first one actually, maybe it's because we hadn't seen Transformers in a live-action format on screen before, so seeing these genuinely impressive CGI creations of the Transformers for the first time was pretty creative and was pretty interesting. But if you look at the rest of that movie, I mean, it's still an absolute steaming pile of garbage, but it's just about an hour shorter than all of the other ones that have followed. This just... God. I'm actually lost for words. For the first time on these reactions, I'm actually lost for words, and it's not lost for words in a good way. I long for the day that this franchise, like Michael Bay walks away from this franchise goes away for about 10 years, and then it comes back with a new director and a different creative team, and they really do this product and this franchise justice, because, you know, the Transformers deserve better than this. They really do. You've got the dumb human comedy in there as well with Mark Wahlberg. You've got the new guy in there as well who looks like he's kind of playing the Anthony Anderson character or the Leo character from the second movie. All these whiny, screaming sidekick characters that are just irritating. You've got the girl there as well who's probably trying to be the new Megan Fox or whoever she's supposed to be. This movie's supposed to be Transformers The Last Night. And you watch this trailer, and who gets the focus in this trailer? It's the human characters. Do we really get much with the Transformers themselves? No, the only thing that the Transformers are used for in this movie are for the action scenes. And even then, Michael Bay just tends to focus on the military. It almost looks like you're watching an inferior version of Top Gun sometimes. And even the action in this one, 5 movies in, they've kind of hit a point now where all of the action between the films just merges into one for me. The action all looks the same, the visuals look identical, the ships as well. You know, I guess they're all Cybertronian, but do they all have to be the same design? Like, you could put in Dark of the Moon, and I wouldn't be able to tell you if that's this movie or that movie or Age of Extinction. They all look the same, and they just feel so tired at this point, and it's going to be interesting to see how much money this movie makes. I don't think people have got tired of this franchise because, as I said, Age of Extinction was the highest grossing movie of that year, although I think that was around the time that there was that whole box office gross numbers scandal going on in China, so I don't know if it did actually make as much as they say it did. But people tend to love this franchise, and they love it because it's dumb popcorn action. And if you're going into it for that, and that's what you get from this franchise, then who am I to say that you're wrong? But growing up with a cartoon and loving these characters and all their different unique personalities and bickering and camaraderie, it's really nice. And as I said, it's cheesy. It's completely cheesy, and you could make a movie like that. I'm not opposed to a Transformers film being cheesy, but as long as you retain the essence of the character and the personality of the original product. I can't say any more than I already have, guys. We'll probably get another trailer out for this, and I'll just be repeating myself exactly as I am now. The one thing I'm looking forward to in this movie is to see more of Cybertron, and maybe the fact that Optimus Prime's struggling to deal with the fact that he kind of brought about the destruction of Cybertron by his own hand. That could be cool if it's handled right. It probably won't be, or even if it is handled right, it will probably be completely sidelined for more comedy and human shenanigans. And yeah, I'm rambling at this point, guys. You know my thoughts on this trailer, but that'll do it for my reaction to Transformers The Last Night International trailer. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you looking forward to this movie? Do you really like this franchise, or are you more like me and you really just want to see this franchise end as soon as possible? Anything you like, please do drop me a comment. In terms of what's coming up on the channel, there'll be more movie reviews from us. We're aiming for a new movie review every weekend, so this weekend we'll have a review out for King Arthur Legend of the Sword. There'll be more trailer reactions from me as and when when trailers come out. We're also gearing up for a whole host of new shows now. We've just had the Rockathon released. Tom's got the best picture. Tate has thoughts on film, and we'll also be back on Friday with a rebooted version of one of our original shows, Film Club. So look out for that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon at the side so you get a notification every time we bring out some new content. That'll do it from me, guys, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.